Okay, so with the videos that you sent in, is exactly why I need to see and hear everything that goes on before I sign off on doing anything new. So one thing to point out, if you had like really heavy distortion on, I could see there being more muting issues occur, because with your left hand, when I'm watching your video, I don't see your index finger up underneath any of the adjacent strings. So muting properly with your left hand, there needs to be zero daylight between that string, the adjacent string, and your index finger. So you're playing with some fairly light distortion, so you're able to get away with having less muting going on. It's like when someone plays clean guitar or acoustic, they're not having to worry about muting so much. If you play with heavy distortion, it will become an issue. Regarding what's on the screen right now, basically, anytime you hear something that's not supposed to be there, like, it's just assuming that it's just the string that's the issue. I would say that's not the best approach. It's better to find out, like, well, what could possibly be causing the problem. And the email I mentioned, it's because, well, in a way it is a muting thing, because you didn't mute the note on the B string as you went to the G string. And what happened was, like, getting down, say, here, is this. You're making a chord. You're keeping your index finger down, and that is causing this chord to ring out there. Now, that's how it should be. So I'm not keeping a lot of pressure down on my index finger. I'm letting off a little bit, so this way that note no longer rings out. So, gotta work on the precision here. So when you hear things like this, like, that's a result of having two fingers down at the same time. That's how it needs to sound. Again, that's a result of being two on the tip, not having your fingers at the 45-degree angle that's necessary to mute things well with these kinds of things, and creating that chord. So even just like removing enough of the pressure with the index finger, that'll get rid of that excess noise. Again, that's a result of a chord being made. Result of a chord being made. So, what I'll give you here, since you are hitting the speeds pretty well, is something to focus on cleaning that up. So, when you're working on this, if you hear any dissonance, if you hear anything that sounds buzzy, whatnot, you got to check your fingers. Make sure that you're not holding down extra notes, and do what you have to only hear that one. Don't just leave your fingers down, because you'll wind up with the inappropriate sound. So here we go at 60, how this should go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Twenty. 1, 2, 3, 4. $180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. $240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 300. Try it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. is there anything else there? Okay, about covers it. So if you got any questions with what we're doing here, please let me know, and I'll see you next week.